Many say that life is most joyful when one can always be with their loved ones. However, in reality, not everyone can achieve this ideal. Each person's path is unique. Some are able to always be with their loved ones, while others must endure separations due to circumstances. Just like the individuals in these videos, who have made the sacrifice to leave for a while, paying the price for future togetherness. At a sporting event, a naval officer surprises his family with a video message that includes touching words for his father, mother, and girlfriend.
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the game. Wish I could be there with you. I love you and I miss you. And I'll see you soon.
All three are visibly moved and nearly brought to tears as they watch the heartfelt message.
And I'll see you soon. Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the game. Wish I could be there with you. I love you and I miss you. And I'll see you soon.
After the video ends, the girlfriend glances behind and covers her mouth in shock. She sees her beloved standing right in front of her. The soldier's parents soon realize what's happening. Unable to hold back their tears, they immediately embrace their beloved son tightly. The audience continuously applauds, witnessing this warm reunion. During a break at a sports game, a young boy is called to the side of the field. He seems to be joking around with a character in a funny costume. But soon after, a woman in military uniform approaches him. It turns out to be his mother, who has been away on national duty for a long time. The entire audience becomes emotional, witnessing the touching reunion between mother and son. A mother is working seriously when she suddenly realizes that her son, who has been serving in the military, has unexpectedly come to her office. She is utterly astonished to see him. The mother laughed out of sheer joy, but also couldn't hold back her tears. She continued to hug her son tightly, as if she never wanted him to leave her side again. A father and mother were sitting in a restaurant waiting for their order when they heard a voice from behind asking if there was an empty seat. When the father turned to see who it was, he became very emotional. Not just the father, but the mother also felt the same surge of emotion. She couldn't stop her tears when she realized that their son, who had been serving in the military, had finally come home. A little girl was in front of a computer when suddenly someone hugged and lifted her from behind. She screamed very loudly. Initially, she was scared, but her fear quickly turned to happiness when she realized who was embracing her. It was her father, who had been away on military duty for a long time.
What's your number?
Hey.
Josh!
Overwhelmed with joy, the girl began to cry, but her father made jokes, turning her tears into happy laughter.
I tricked you. When'd you get glasses?
Yesterday.
On Thanksgiving night, families usually gather together. This family was doing just the same. However, they never expected that this night would turn into a very special evening because one of their family members, who had previously been on military duty, had returned home safely. The atmosphere became even warmer with the return of this family member. Their happiness was complete on that day. On a bright afternoon, a family gathered in their home's yard. They planned to make a video together. Not forgetting a family member who was away from them, a portrait of a beautiful woman in an army uniform was included in the photo session. Shortly after the recording began, someone realized that the person photographed had returned from duty. Everyone was shocked and surprised. In the end, they all hugged each other to let each other go.
Were you with Maggie?
On the plane?
How you doing?
Are you here to stay for the weekend? Until Tuesday. Oh my god. Mom, that's why I've been texting. I'm like, okay.
In a school, in the middle of a lesson, these two little girls were told by the teacher to come to the front of the class. They read the letter they had written to their father in front of the other students. For a long time, they read the letters with great emotion. They said that they loved their father very much and wanted to see him again soon.
Is my true hero is my daddy. He is special to me because he fights for our country. He protects me from bad people. He's always there to hear me out. He loves spending time with me. Before my dad left to Japan, we would go to the park and wait until my mom got out.
Until finally, the father figure they had been waiting for appeared. The two children couldn't contain their surprise and immediately ran into their father's arms. In front of the other students, they released their longing for each other.
Unexpected. Oh, that was just unexpected.
In a park, this curly-haired girl was playing with her friends. Moments later, she was surprised by the arrival of someone who was her long-awaited father. This girl looked very happy because she had really missed her father. In front of her friends, she couldn't hide how happy she was. This father found a very interesting way to surprise his beloved son. At a dolphin water park, he secretly approached his son, who was learning how to greet dolphins from a pool attendant. It didn't take long for the son to turn around and notice his father's presence. He immediately screamed with joy and jumped into his father's arms. They looked extremely happy, having longed for each other for quite some time.
The marine mammal team at the Indianapolis Zoo helped a U.S. Navy officer give the surprise of a lifetime for his 9-year-old son. Sound up and tissues ready. This one hits you right in the feels.
In a room where the school was holding an event, a little girl was attentively participating with her friends. However, she was soon taken by surprise by the arrival of her father, who had been away for a long time. The father immediately embraced his daughter tightly, occasionally gazing at her face with immense gratitude. He was evidently overjoyed to be reunited with his beloved daughter. Accompanied by applause from everyone in the room, the atmosphere turned profoundly touching. Parental love is often described as unconditional love. Regardless of a child's flaws or strengths, a parent's love remains steadfast. This is perhaps what a father who had just returned from duty wanted to demonstrate. He went to his child's school and stood in the middle of the field, waiting as his child, who has difficulty walking, slowly approached him. The moment became incredibly emotional as the child finally reached his father. The father was undoubtedly proud of his child's perseverance. It doesn't require flowers or a romantic setting. Sometimes, a reunion after a long separation can be the sweetest moment between a couple. Such was the case for this couple. A woman is seen picking up her husband, a soldier, who had been away on military duty for an extended period. Their reunion highlights the deep joy and relief of being together again. Carrying a beautiful bouquet of flowers, this member of the Navy slowly walked into her home where her family was gathered. Initially, her arrival was greeted casually. However, the mother eventually realized that it was her daughter. She immediately embraced her daughter very tightly. A look of pure happiness was clearly visible on the mother's face. While busily enjoying themselves at a playground, these two children had no idea they were about to receive a big surprise.
You miss them?
Because we used to fight each other a lot.
Okay. What would you?
Their father, who had just returned from duty, had secretly gone to the playground and surprised his children as they were about to take a photo.
What would you say to your dad?
Same thing, probably.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about y'all turn around?
He stood right behind them and joined in the pose. Eventually, the children realized who was standing behind them. Upon discovering it was their dearly missed father, they turned around and warmly hugged him.
Go get in there.